Okay, we back. I want to make sure it's turned off. Yeah, turn it off so I don't have to worry about this anymore. Okay, we back. We got the one. She laughing, so something must be going on in the market. So let's start because we only got about 10 minutes. We only got about 13 minutes, if that. So we gonna start to share our screen. We want to go to our tool because I want to look at Polytar. Polytar has been a beast in the last few weeks. I got 100 shares. I've been going back and forth with Polytar, taking money out. And they go, I said, oh, this thing keep going up. So Polytar had good earnings. So it's dealing with software platform for an intelligence community to assist in counterterrorism, investigation, operation, and you can read the rest. This Polytar been getting so many contracts international, not just in the United States. They've been getting so many foundry platform transformation. In addition, these guys do software, artificial intelligence, and they're out of Denver, Colorado. So we're gonna go back to evaluation. We're gonna see, we look at this thing, and they're saying it's supposed to be only $76 a share, and my tool say, they're saying they overvalue. So whether there's going to be a correction or not, because they're right here right now, they're about 186 as of today, even more, I think. And I looked at them. They below fair market valuation, below fair, significantly below fair value. Price to book pairs, and I don't know what this is about right here. It's undervalued compared to the fair value. Okay. Uh, we future growth. They got. Mm, You can look at it for yourself. Future growth, 31, the revenues by 31%. Every day they're knocking it out of the park every time they have an earnings. Earnings to savings, earning the market, high growth earnings. And so people are coming in just left and right. And they just pushing this. This is pushed past NVIDIA and past performance. They look good. Where don't they look good? They wrote this right here that's saying, voluntary return on equity is 1200 is considered low. Okay. Whatever low means. Then financial health. They boom. Assets, liabilities. You can look at it for yourself. You can't say too much about them. They give they say they debt is debt free, has no debt compared to the last 5 years. An equity ratio was 40%. Polytar has no debt, therefore it's need not to be covered in operational cash flow. No debt, therefore coverage of interest payments is not concerned. So dividends. Now that may be a sore point because I don't think they give dividends. Yes, they don't. Yeah, I didn't think they did. Polytar dividends and buyback, you can see. Uh, it's just a solid company. Management, it's 3 out of 4. They got the guy called Alex Karp. He's the one, the chief operating officer. Um, we can keep going down, and then you look at the ownership. Compensation versus market is good. Compensation versus earnings. This guy get about $4 million. He's the chief co-founder, chairman. And then the Steve Cohen. That's where Steve Cohen goes. He's in Polytar. What is he? He's just co-founder of Polytar. So he's in there. He's in everything too. Ownership. Okay. People been taking profits. These guys, the insiders, and taking profits. He took about, what, 200 some thousand. This one took about $4 million out. So yeah, they did. Owned by institutions. 50% of it is owned by institutions, then the general public, and then all the insiders right here. They have not diluted shares, and these are your top winners right here. You got Vanguard. When you get something like that, they got 35 billion and 33 billion collectively, and then Peter Thiel, he's got 18 billion. Then Karp, he's the CEO. He's got about 10 billion. See, you can tell when they start investing in their own business, they got a winner. Look at that. JP Morgan is in here, Vesco, Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price, Steve Cohen is one of the owners, co-owners. He's got about 2 point something billion dollars in it. Yeah, it's like a who's list. Merrill Lynch. Okay. Yep. Application software. Market cap is still got a small market cap. Well, 420. That's not a small, excuse me. Then they located in Denver, Colorado. That was that in a nutshell. So we got 7 minutes. Let's reshare. I wanted to show you this PLTR. It's just burning up the charts. It's just burning up, burning up. They look at that trajectory. It might have a dip at one point, but it hasn't dipped that small. It's just going straight up. That's how you know you got a winner. And earnings grew 88% forecast. And so let's stop. Nope, we're gonna reshare and then we're gonna go into the market. I don't have that many because I'm taking it out because I'm putting it on top. Politar. I got about Nvidia, I got about 27 million in there. I got 23 million, but they made me whatever. Well, I got 150 shares. Okay. And then Politar, I got 50 shares. And that's for whatever, $2,000. Then you have we got the AT&T. I got 100 shares here. And then you got GovOx up here that's trying to do something. 60 got to the 67 mark. I had it at 62 because I sold them and came back here. I had to make sure my money was kind of safe. And then you got Apple, this to be an Apple. These I only got $7 and something. Those are interest. Microsoft, same here, interest stuff. And they pay dividends. So, that's dividends. I took my money out of especially Microsoft is too high. Apple is getting too high. Yeah. But they invested in the United States. So let's go to my margin account. I like to see that trajectory anyway. Let's go to my margin account. You can see the same thing. GovOx is HCMC. I'm getting it's only little money on here, so I'm not going to mess with that. NVIDIA is doing what NVIDIA does. Okay, you got 13 million, 27 million. You got Politar, got 100 Politar. And look at what Politar did. He's 24. Yeah, I'm making me a little money. I just put them in 183, 186 to 300 some dollars. Then you have SMCI, they go back and forth. They should be about $70, $80 a share. So I'm gonna wait on them because the others are producing. I got this one that I sold and came back in on that one. Then Sound was really impressive. They had impressive earnings, and I picked them back up again. They were only $13, but now that's a good price. They can go fast. They can go 21, 25 in a minute. Then you got TTO or whatever that's lagging for whatever reason. Now um, let's look at the other side. Okay, we already looked at both sides. We're going to look at all of them together. You can see how I shortened my list. I could have a lot more. I got a lot of money to play with though. And I'm gonna wait. I'm seeing things over here. I'm looking at General Motors could have been a good trade. Ford could have been a good trade. Plug could have been a good trade. Those kind of AM, these went down. AP, I'm gonna try to pick that one. Let me try to pick that one back up by the end of the day. I like this one, even though I had it at 10 and then so it's getting ready to pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that one. That's just a little money. Okay. I like that. It's getting ready. Yeah, see, it's getting ready to try to go green. And then I like some more. Let's see which one I don't like beast. I'm gonna go with Hive again. Let's see if Hive didn't learn his lesson. FGH. This one right here. It's down, but it's still trying to get itself back up. So I'm going to buy that one. And it's another little one. Because I like that one. I like that crypto. I like that particular one. And all the rest is the Q one, the MARA, that's a little high. And I might buy some after hour. The PQ, this one right here, 16. It's down because I still like this one too. Let's see if I got enough money to buy that one. Okay. So those two, it's going to leave it alone because it's about ready to say bye. I like Pony. I like a lot of these, but you just can't get them all. SMCI, I already picked that back up. So that's look like it's trying to do. So I'll probably sell again at the end of the day. Matter of fact, let me get rid of that one. Yeah, get rid of that so it won't make up my. And that's it. I'm gonna leave all the rest of them alone. I'm gonna go with that team. The team I got. I can go with Tesla and the rest of them, but Tesla is not doing to Tesla is up 329, up to something today. I could have made a little money, but I didn't. I'm ready to leave Tesla alone because I got something that's better than Tesla, with sound and the rest of these guys. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm going to look at everything now, and it's getting ready to close. And it's 4 o'clock. So I made, you know, I didn't get hit my 80,000 mark, but I'm gonna leave it there because I made so much already and took so much out last. We still got next week because now Nvidia, about the end of the month, Nvidia is going to start getting ready for their. I think Nvidia is going to knock it out of the park, like Palantir knocked it out of the park, and so Palantir's made me 2,000. Nvidia made me 17,000. The rest of them are just the little bitty ones, and AT&T gonna be there. So we're gonna leave everything alone right now, and then we're gonna stop sharing. Okay, God bless you. God keep you. God cause faith shine on you and give you peace now and forever. So I'm ending this, and we're gonna try it again next week. God bless you. If the Lord will. God bless you.